people of Ghana, it's your Nigerian girl pleasure bringing you political news in our channel. Haruna Iddrisu has actually come out to speak about LGBTQ, and he actually sent a strong message to all Ghanaians. During the vetting proceedings a few hours ago, Honorable Haruna Iddrisu made a strong message about LGBTQ+. Using the vetting proceedings as a good platform, Honorable Iddrisu sent the message to the good people of Ghana about his stand against LGBTQ+. According to the Honorable Haruna Iddrisu, no place in our societal norms and culture in Ghana approve the activity of LGBTQ+. Speaking for the Honorable Iddrisu, made it clear that his value and ethics as a Muslim are against the practice of these LGBTQ+. Hence, LGBTQ+ is not something that Ghanaians should ever tolerate or encourage. And this is actually the kind of things Ghanaians need to hear, so that people will actually know the stance of people. Just as we know that Honorable Iddrisu is actually the new appointed Minister for Education of Ghana, and taking over from Dr. Iddrisu from MPP, now an NDC. Honorable Haruna Iddrisu is actually going to show us his skills and what he feels he can do about in our country as the Minister for Education. And yes, this has actually given him room to actually say his mind, being an MP, and this appointment and the strong message has actually said that actually spread as he has actually made a stand about LGBTQ+, which has actually been making waves, has actually been in the parliament, and no strong decision has actually been taking place. It has not been signed either, and we don't really know the destination is going to, whether they will sign it into law or they will sign it against law. But him coming out to tell us that as a Muslim he is against it and is not going back on his way, so it has no place in Ghana. That's to say, we are actually making a very good headway. Now he has actually beckoned and charged us not to tolerate anything LGBTQ+ in our country Ghana, because it has no place to go. And as a Muslim, his religion is actually against it, in as much as Christians, the religion is actually against it. We have been discussing this matter all over the country, and we need to address the issue with the right tools. As an education minister, I don't think we can encourage the activity of LGBTQ+ in our country Ghana. LGBTQ+ is a repugnance to my value and ethics. Honorable Iddrisu boldly stated during the vetting procedure. This one now has shown us that you've seen his stand. He has actually said his stand, and he's ever ready to stand and kick against it. Ministerial vetting, the LGBTQ+ is not my value and ethics. His view has actually come out to say that yes, Haruna Iddrisu, Education Minister designated, has actually given us his own strong words. Iddrisu is a devoted Muslim and a proud Dagomba from the northern region of Ghana. He is also a family man with 3 children. Interestingly, he's a football enthusiast and owns 2 football teams. Haruna Iddrisu is a Ghanaian lawyer, politician, and football who has actually made a significant impact on the country's political landscape. He was born on September 8, 1970 in Tamale, Ghana. Iddrisu has been a member of the Ghanaian Parliament since 2005, representing Tamale South constituency. Throughout his career, Iddrisu has held various ministerial positions, including Minister of Communication, Minister for Trade and Industry, and Minister for Employment and Labor Relations. Now, he has actually made his stand, making everybody understand that he is not part of these coming out or anything that has to do with anything LGBTQ. He's not part of it, and he's not going to sign it. And also, he also confesses that hours before he was actually removed as a minority leader, President Mahama actually told him about it already. That's to say, a lot of things has actually been going on that which we may not really know. And being that he was informed, I think he wouldn't take it to heart, or it wouldn't actually pay him, because there's every tendency that the call actually entails why he was actually removed as the minority MP. Haruna Iddrisu, the member of parliament MP for Tamale South, recently shared his thoughts on being removed from the position as the minority leader in Ghana's 8th parliament. During his vetting for the role of education minister, he discussed the events leading up to the change in position, expressing that he has no regrets about the decision. Iddrisu explained that before his removal, he was informed that a reshuffle of the minority leadership was going to take place, as reported by Ghana. He received a call from the former president, John Dramani Mahama, then opposition leader, who invited him to discuss an important matter. I think this has actually explained why he was removed and when it was actually necessary for him to go, because he actually has a very big role to play, and he is actually being appointed to actually spearhead this big role already. Despite the changes, Iddrisu expressed pride in his tenure as minority leader. He highlighted that during his time, the government was held accountable, and he played a key role in effectively opposing the administration of President Nana Akufo-Addo. He also mentioned that the president himself acknowledged the effectiveness of opposition led by Iddrisu in his State of the Nation address. Iddrisu emphasized also that he did not feel guilty about the removal. Instead, he took pride in his leadership and the impact it has on keeping the government on their toes. He also mentioned that he was guided by decision made collectively by the party. Now, it is not actually something that was taken by surprise. This is actually something that was actually decided, sat on, discussed, and implemented. And in as much as it was implemented, he was actually given the reference by the former president then, calling him on phone to actually explain these things and calling him to come to the sit down to talk about these things. And he understood every part of it, so he wasn't moved, he wasn't surprised. It was not like he was sacked or something. And he mentioned also that he was guided by decision made collectively by the party, so it is not just him. Since his removal, Iddrisu has focused more on his role as MP for Tamale South, which he considered his greatest responsibility. He expressed deep gratitude for the support he received from the people of Tamale South and the chiefs who also have trusted him to represent them. As he prepared for his new role as education minister, Iddrisu maintained optimism and focused on serving his constituents and Ghana as a whole, as well as providing everything that's actually needed. Anyway, this is how we know that Iddrisu was not even pained about his removal. Please do well to comment what you feel about this. Also, comment your reserve. Do well to like, comment, and follow. Put on notification bell so you get all our news one by one. Thanks, my people.